Okay, now we're going to put a roof on our house, and roofs are really pretty easy. I'm going to start by going to level 1. Actually, I really should start by going to elevation. I want to go to my south elevation and look at it from this direction. So I'm going to double click on south, and let's see. All right, I've already got a top of wall 1, so that's going to work right there. We're going to put it right on top of wall 1. I was thinking I was going to have to add another level, but we don't. So going back to level 1, or actually top of wall 1, I'm going to select the roof tool under the architecture tab. It's going to be a roof. And yes, I want to save the project. Anytime it asks you, do save the project. The roof we want is already in the system. So I'm going to click on the type selector, come down and choose wood rafter 8-inch asphalt shingles. And right now, of course, it always defaults to a like a rise over run, a slope of 912. And we cannot edit that at the moment. I want it to be a 612, maybe even shallower. But here's what we're going to do for starters. It says base level right here. And although we're on level top of wall 1, wait, no, that's right. That is correct. So we are at top of wall 1. That's where we need to be. This level needs to be. If it said anything else, you would need to change that. Sometimes you'll click in and it'll say level 1. You want to put the roof at the top of the wall. Okay. Any other settings that you might need to change? We're going to change the rafter cut to 2-cut square. All right, and we're going to have an overhang. Okay, we're going to have an 18-inch overhang, so 18-inch. Okay, and we've got defined slopes is on. Okay, so now we're going to place the roof, and it works the same way with the pick walls tool. If it's not turned on, you can turn it on right here. And if you had to kind of snake your roof around some really weird geometry, you can always use your arc tools and everything else as well. So hover your cursor over the wall, and you'll see a dashed line sticking out from the wall, and that is the overhang. That is the eave of the roof. And that's what you want. So make sure that line, that dashed line, is offset to the correct side. So click all the way around. Fully create your roof. And I'm thinking I might do so. I might even eventually just take the roof right over the whole of that patio. I'm not sure yet. All right, so now I've got all of my roof laid out. Now I'm going to change the slope. You see it's a 912. All right, to change my slope, I'm going to hit my escape button twice to get out of the pick walls tool. And I am going to make a selection window across all of it. And put a 6 there and apply. Okay, and now I'm ready to click the green check mark and see what we have. They ask, would you like to attach the highlighted walls to the roof? Yes, I do. And that was the only question they asked, so I'm good to go. All right, now don't be afraid when you see the picture. It looks like this because you're actually seeing it. Part of it is cut off. To really see your roof, you got to go to 3D view, and then of course click somewhere off of it to unactivate it. And there's your roof. I know some people have done this with me in AutoCAD, and it can be sometimes very difficult, but it does it for you in this. That's really cool that it does that. And not quite liking what I see here. I just see a roof with no soffit or anything. Let's see what we got over here on the left. Maybe it's because I did a 2-cut square, fascia depth 0, slope 612. Yeah, let me change 2-cut square to a 2-cut plumb. See what we get. And let's change it to a plumb cut. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I was actually looking to get this, that whole fascia coming out at you right there. So don't do what I did, and just make sure. I mean, of course, I could have added all of that later, and I do have to go back and add some soffit, because right now we're just looking right up into the bottom of that, which would actually expose the wood and what have you, but we'll worry about that later. In general, we have a roof, okay, so at least we can keep the rain off. But that's a roof. That's how you do a roof. There's nothing else to it.